Greetings and salutations, humans. This is Froggy and Friends, and we are playing Conan. So, his camera flipped again. And his audio kicked out. Yeah, we can't hear him laughing.
Dang.
Alright. Let's see here. There's got to be a way.
Flip it? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how to flip that. I can't hear you. Well, it's just going to be a little interesting, I guess, but we can deal with it. Cool. All right. Last time on Conan, we started the session off with Conan doing a ritual, summoning a shadow and asking it where Ragnar's axe was. Then what he saw was it gave him a vision that it was in a location past Stygia, most likely in the land of Kush, in a city, a high tower with a high window. He went left, then right, and it seems to be above a mantle on a wall. Then Andros and Coran and Ragnar set off in the maiden voyage of Andros's ship. There's a smaller storm. They attempted to save some people that turned out to be slavers. They got captured, and they turned the situation around, saving one of the other captives. And then they ended up facing the mighty Kutalu, a giant amorphous being. And they left off ended with Kutalu pulling the city down around it because it gorged itself on its followers and the slavers so much it couldn't get out of the area. And so you made it to the shore, and you saw the dinghy and a ship on the horizon. So you were pretty much rowing out to that ship. That was at the end of our last session, and I gave everybody experience. You all got a coral knife, if you recall.
Right.
Even you, Neil, that we can't hear you for whatever reason. This is so weird.
Yeah.
It's like he's from Australia.
Oh no. I thought the audio was gonna kick in for a second. I was like, this is being real hopeful.
Yeah. Nothing. Oh, this is funny. What we can do, you can do this on your phone, Neil. You just go to that link through your phone, and then what you could do if you wanted a better view of things, you can actually watch on Twitch on your computer.
It's worth a shot.
Yep. I heard something finally.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go to our intro. I think.
All right.
Otherwise, we can just have us chatting, I guess. That'll be fine. Yeah. Did you figure out any talents or anything you're wanting to use your experience on?
Why did I not look at that? No.
Okay.
Nope. Mm-mm.
It's alright.
I know.
Well, is there... So I guess we will possibly figure that out next time.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is not an issue. Not an issue at all. Let's see, I'm going to go back into here. So this is the new one. Okay. Alrighty. Technology.
Tell me about it. Excuse me.
He still went back onto his older one. And
I think I might take the thief's talent, which allows you to use your thievery skill instead of society when dealing with criminals.
Okay, that would work good.
Yeah, I think that's probably right up my alley.
Okay.
And then it says if you, when you generate at least one success on a persuade or lore test related to or interact with the criminal element, you may immediately roll another d20 and add the result to the test.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm purposely waiting to do stuff for Ragnar.
Oh, okay. Waiting for him to get his axe back.
Yeah.
Look, I've had the thought, what if Ragnar's axe also happens to be Tulok's axe?
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Well, good. Yeah, that axe is cursed.
Yeah. Okay. So, what we can do?
Hello.
Yep, we can hear you now.
Okay.
All right.
And I can hear you. Okay.
Yeah, I hear you and see you.
Okay. So now I get to do this again.
It's gonna work.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work.
There we go. Cool.
Boom.
Oh,
No, don't
Awesome.
mess with anything.
My gosh.
Okay. So we went over what we did last. What happened on last session.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hop to my map. Okay. So you guys were in Zingara. You went down into Kush. Past Stygia. Okay, after you actually, you got her back home, okay? Was your goal to find your ship first, Andros? Or go back on, like, what is your goal here? Do you want to go back to your tower in Zingara and kind of get your bearings, or what?
I mean, my goal would be to find the ship. I just spent a lot of money on it.
Yes, you did. So did Ragnar. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you just take that thieves count, that talent?
I would definitely like to, yes.
Okay, so you're gonna be probably asking some questions about a boat.
Absolutely.
Now, did you guys go back to Zingara, or are you doing this traveling along the coast and stuff like that? Still going to your destination?
I'm okay with heading toward the destination.
Cool. Yeah, I
But
agree.
yeah. Whatever you want to do over there, Andros, I'm good either way. But I'm fine with heading toward where we're going. We need to get that axe.
Exactly, yeah. That primary is the axe.
Okay, if everyone could roll me 2d20s and let me know what the numbers are.
Sure.
Well, add them together and let me know what it is.
30.
31.
Really?
Really, really.
Really, really.
Really?
Yay.
Yeah, what are the odds? 30 and 31.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A 14 and a 17.
Wow. Okay, so.
Am I wrong in what that is?
No.
No, yeah.
Okay, so as you're going down the coast, because you had to bring her back to Shem. So this is like a so you brought her back to Shem, and she actually made sure you had a kind of trips going down, and you've made it in Karnath. You're going down the coast and down Karnath, And sadly, there's tax collectors in town, Jeff, and they saw you. And gathering the local lord's dues, they're expected. You guys are expected to pay unless they want a fight against the tax collectors, heavily armed guards. The taxation cost. Tax collectors. Yeah. So it's going to cost 2 gold. And if you have a feeling if you push against them, you may have to pay more. Or pay in blood. Ragnar's like, we have to pay?
I guess.
Okay.
So he pulls out his 2 gold pieces and he kind of hands it to him. And he's just staring them down.
Yeah. I will also take out 2 gold pieces and I'll go, don't spend it all in one place, and just kind of, like pat his hand with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's all of us have to pay too?
Yes.
Okay.
I know, they're sticklers.
I guess I'm gonna kind of walk real close to him, and I'm gonna pull out my human hair bag.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna dig through the eyeballs, and I'm gonna pull out 2 gold that are nice and slimy, and just kind of slap it in her hands, and I'm gonna say the same thing. Don't spend it all in one place.
They deserve that. So.
Yep.
As a stare directly into their retinas.
Okay.
Oh man.
So after they leave and after they've taken money, Ragnar asks, should we get that back or keep going?
I mean,
Let's get it back.
we should get it back for sure.
Okay, that is this night then. You guys, I'll just say that you followed these guys where they're staying. You know where they're staying. So this is that night. So what is your plan, Andros and Coran? What is your plan? It's kind of a nicer, like it's an actual building. It's like their own home. It is walled in. They do have some guards, but there's always ways around things. So like, what is?
Yeah.
So are we talking walls like sheer walls, no handholds, none of that type of stuff?
Well, these handholds don't matter for Ragnar.
Okay.
You might have some issues, especially if you're full plate.
I think I would deplate myself for this one.
Okay.
And I'd probably switch over to my my coral knife.
Okay.
For this one.
Now.
And I guess my follow-up question.
Yes.
How likely is it that Ragnar can just like throw me?
Well, how much do you weigh?
How much do I weigh? How much do I weigh? Where is that at?
Coran seems like $150 soaking wet to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I would think about somewhere around that because he doesn't eat. I don't eat a lot, and
Okay.
Sans plate and Sans gigantic mace. Easy $150, $175.
Okay, so you're just kind of talking about that, and you just kind of like you're in a loincloth. Is that what you're in, or what?
For the most part at this moment.
Okay, he grabs the butt flap part that's kind of waving in the wind. He grabs that and almost like wedges you and like grabs you and throws you up. He definitely gets the 2 successes needed, and you're like, whoa! And you're like at the edge.
I full on goofy this thing. Like,
Yep.
However they do it.
You're on the edge. You're like, he didn't throw you over the fence, but you're like hanging on the edge.
Okay. I'm gonna take a peek over, see what I see.
Okay, well, roll an observation, please.
All right, that is. So apparently, I can't see anything.
Oh, no.
Okay, you've got sweat in your eyes, and you're just like not. You're just kind of you're doing that number, and you're like you kind of lower yourself down. You're just kind of shaking your head to Andros and Ragnar. So what do you guys do now? Are you gonna use Coran as a rope, Andros, or what?
I
I've got good grip.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna use him as a rope to climb up.
Okay, so
Again, I was a sailor once, so
Coran, I need you to at least get if you could get 2 athletics, because you're holding your not just your weight but his. Andros, you need 1 because it's easier.
all right. Ooh.
I don't think there's any point in rolling.
No.
I have 2 successes.
Okay, so that's a momentum that he could actually use. He could roll that. He could add it to his dice roll. So you could roll 3 d20s.
Well, here's the thing. My target number is 8. I rolled a 17 and a natural 20.
Okay, so we'll leave that momentum in the pool, I guess. So you're, Andros, you're climbing up, and you're like, wow, I'm really climbing fast because Coran is falling, but you catch the edge. You catch the edge, and Andros lands, and definitely coughs, and you hear the guard. You definitely hear a guard starting to come around the edge, like the wall, like on the side of the wall you guys are on. Andros, you're hanging on the edge of the wall right now, and Ragnar, he looks down at you, Coran, and then looks up at the guard, and he just charges.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That guy's dead.
That's. Yeah, I gotta roll a few dice here.
I should have just given him some damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, Ragnar, of course, didn't bring his giant one with him, but he, no, yeah, he used he just pulled out his giant, like, pretty much great axe and just, like, you just heard a whoosh, and then you hear the when someone's knees hit the ground, and then the thud of the head, and the guy's just kind of, the body's kneeling there, and the head's rolling.
Yeah,
That'll do it.
100% expected that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
I firmly believe we would be dead a long time ago if it wasn't for Ragnar.
Or was I supposed to knock him out? Oh no.
You did good.
I can't complain. You're effective. You're good at what you do, Ragnar.
I mean, well, I guess we'll stuff the body over the wall. I don't know.
Okay. So he hands his axe to you, Coran, and you haven't held his great axe before, but they used a plow to make the head of the axe to his specifications.
Okay.
So you're holding it, and you're having to brace just to hold it. So like a usual like a Dane axe is about 8 pounds of a head. This is 30 pounds, maybe more in just the head of the axe. And you're like, oh, that's why he doesn't run and swing. It's just all. That's why it does a lot of oomph.
So much makes sense to me now.
Yeah, and so he grabs the head and then the body. Or do you want to dress in this?
I guess I'll dress in it.
Okay, and
I'll put on the clothes.
okay, it's very, it's a slighter, looser fit, but he's like, just throw the rest of it over the edge, and you're still hanging there, Andros.
Yeah, I'm just watching it. I'm like, no, don't throw it over yet. Just let me look. Let me take a look.
Well, what do I do with the body?
Hide it.
Okay.
In a hay bale or something.
Okay,
and
so
this is like looking around.
You kind of he looks around and there's like a like an area where refuse is kind of thrown, like just kind of shoveled, and then they go around with a wagon the next day, and he just kind of grotesquely crumples up the body, and like kind of just kicks it in the area, and he's like forgot about the head, and he's like, oh, and he just kind of like puts it there, and so like the cadaver's butt is in the air, and he just puts the head on the butt, like facing out.
Of course.
Perfect.
So he's just totally covered in blood already. The collar of your, because it's just a breastplate and like a bluish or purple tunic you're wearing, Coran, at the moment, and this weird,
Yep.
It's like an oversized fedora almost, with a decorative metal band as like and then a simple spear and a dagger. That's what he was carrying.
Okay. Spear, dagger.
Yep.
Fedora.
Yep. Now what?
Now I'm gonna look and see what's happening on the other side and see if we can kind of sneak in or something.
Okay. Roll me an observation.
Oh, come on. Nothing.
You're having the same. You're having a very similar issue. It's getting really dark.
Yeah.
And there's cloud cover, and so like even the stars aren't. So it just. You're seeing some lights inside, like some candles or some like oil lanterns. But that's about it.
Okay. With no successes, can I ask you if the wall connects to the house?
It does connect to the front entryway.
Okay.
Because you scoped it out ahead of time. You're at the very back of it. You're like this was like the area. You're like, oh, this is, because you're guessing it would be hopping into like a back garden.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I can't see anything, so we can either hop the wall and take a risk, or we pretend like you're just showing us around.
Let's pretend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that sounds great.
All right.
So I'm gonna drop down.
Okay.
Okay. See, the key is to walk in like you own the place. All right.
Exactly. Confidence.
Uh,
right?
Confidence.
What do I do? Like he's got blood splattered on his face, and his hands up to his forearms have.
So Coran is going to go over there and start drawing designs
Oh
in the
no.
blood. Try and make it look like it's tribal.
Oh. Okay.
Let's do this. Ragnar, you're a butcher, and you I mean, you really are a butcher. You're a butcher of men. You're a bad man. I would not mess with you. Anyway, the story that we're saying is you're a butcher and you're here to try out being a guard.
Okay.
That's way better than what I thought.
I don't know how these people hire, but I think that might work.
Okay, that sounds better.
Okay. Let's okay.
And
All right.
that will explain the blood, I think.
Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'd start walking toward the gate.
Okay. It doesn't take you a super long time. You go around the corner, and there's one other guard standing at the front. And it's super dark, and there's barely any light. He kind of waves at you, and he's kind of bringing his spear down because he sees the two individuals. And Ragnar's well over a head taller than Andros. So
Right on.
yeah. You have a shadow with horns because he's got a horned helmet.
Yeah, I guess we're walking up like, hey man, foggy night, huh? And just keep walking with everybody.
Okay, definitely roll a persuade.
Any way I can help with that?
Oh boy. I want. How would you help? Just throw some ideas out here.
Well, I'm just saying, I got 3 successes.
Okay.
I'm not helping you. Forget that.
I got 3. I don't know what my dice are doing tonight, but I got a natural 1, and I got right at the target number.
Okay, cool. He even in this lower light, you kind of tip him. You see him tip his head, and he's kind of squinting, trying to figure out who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But you walk in with such confidence, and you're kind of giving a tour, and he's like, just kind of lets you go by.
This isn't the gate you'll be bringing the meat in. So come around the back area, all right? So it's gonna be right through here. Come on, let's go.
And he opens the gate for you and just lets you in.
And we're working hard. Are we working, huh? Yeah, man. I get it. Stay safe.
Okay. He just kind of closes the door behind you guys. So what you guys see is a not very well, it's not made for guarding. The main guard of this whole thing is the wall around. A simple 9 to 10 foot wall around it. This is a decorative with pillars, with a stone covering, kind of a hallway or a foyer, as it were, going to the house.
Okay.
And this is only 15 to 20 feet long before you get to the house. And the door itself is about a 10-foot tall double door that's got some kind of metallic inlay over the outside. So it kind of glimmers with the light to make it look snazzier.
Okay.
Sure.
Any guards at the front door? I mean, I guess not. You said the wall is the guard.
Is the main. Roll and let's have you guys can roll an observation, and one person can add an additional dice for the observation. The reason I'm saying this is because for you guys to actually you're paying attention to everything. So
Okay. That's 2 successes on my side.
okay, cool. Andros,
You have 2 more successes.
4 successes total. Well, splendid. You can actually hear. You only have 2 other individuals walking around, and you counted ahead of time. This guy only had it was only 4 guards posted on this house. Now only 3, and one is at the front door, and the other 2 are walking in the garden where you guys were actually trying to jump through.
Okay.
All right. I think we picked the safer option.
I think so. I think we did good.
You feel you've got a
Okay.
little bit of time, so you could actually go through the front door if you wanted to, or you can try to go to the side door and time it just right, because you got enough successes. You could time it to try to go to a side door or something when the guards are walking in their route.
I mean, I kind of feel like right now we're. What you say? There was a guard at the front door.
Not at the front door, but they're like you're at the very front.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I mean, we own the place. Let's keep walking in.
That's right.
All right. You pull open this door and it slightly creaks, and you go in. And it is the most ridiculously like over the top, like stonework, and like statues packed next to statues, and very
Kind of cluttered.
yeah, it's cluttered, and all the statues are definitely someone that worships deities similar to Ishtar, but not Ishtar. So
False gods.
yep.
Oh,
So these statues are in the act of things, and you're just kind of you're like, oh boy.
how about that,
Yep.
Mhm. Yeah, we're definitely robbing these people blind.
Yep.
huh?
And all of you
Oh,
could. Do you want to roll a stealth, or are you just still going for your persuasion?
We're inside now. Ragnar's kind of big.
Yep.
And what's the lighting like?
It's pretty low. It's pretty low lighting at the
Pretty
moment.
low?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think, Andros? Should we start to sneak now, or what do you think?
Well, we know he only had 4 guards. So, I could just go out ahead and just kind of take a look-see, you know, see where he is, where he isn't, and see if this is like this is the treasure room. That's where we all go in.
Understood.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right. So you're gonna go in.
Yeah.
So as you're going in, there's a kind of a bend, and then there's some steps going up to where you think is the bedroom, and then the area down where you guys are, the level you're at. There is it seems to be a room to the right and a room to the left, and there's glimmering coming from both rooms.
I'm gonna go with the left room first.
Okay.
Most everybody pick right.
Okay. You look into the left room, and it's not a kitchen. It's a vault without a door. It's just stacks of like counted money and stuff, and then you turn around and look into the other one. The other room is the non-counted room.
Ooh, Andros is drooling. Just
Too bad we don't have any bag of holdings in this world.
Yeah.
okay, but I wave them over and I scurry over to the uncounted room then.
Okay. Ragnar starts looking through the coins, trying to find his.
I will literally take as much as I can carry.
Okay. Did you plan ahead to bring a bag or anything, or?
um,
Are there any bags in there?
In the
Oh,
other
it's
room,
true.
in the counted room.
I will grab a bag and specifically be looking for my slimy coins. But I'll grab the bag and start filling it.
Okay,
with the
roll me an
shiny
observation, please.
Ooh, 2 successes.
Okay, you don't find your slimy coins right off the bat or anything like that, but you fill up. Like, how long are you doing this? Like, how many bags? Because there's stacks of these bags in boxes to be counting all this.
Okay. I don't think I would spend real long
Mm-hmm.
doing it. If there's boxes already filled, stuff like that, I'm curious how much we could talk Ragnar into carrying.
Well, that would have been in the counted room, and so like there's already like chests stacked and bags and stuff like that.
I would spend probably just a few minutes looking for my coins, and if I don't find them, I would just go over and grab a couple bags from the other side.
Okay, so that already counted. Could everyone roll me a stealth?
Yeah. Now 1 success.
Okay,
I got 2.
nice. Ragnar got 3, so you could actually roll an additional dice, Andros, for momentum if you'd like to.
I believe I will. Oh, don't do that. Stop. It just keeps rolling off the table.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're good.
All right, cool.
I got another.
All right. So you load up, like you're. Have you seen Secondhand Lions, the film?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Remember that scene where he's like has all those bags hanging on him, and like he's telling the kid that he fought, but like he's like more like just barely moving around. You could actually do that if you wanted to.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you have trunks of gold, kind of like almost as a belt around Ragnar, and he's got things stacked on top of it. He's just like, is there a cart or something we could use somewhere?
We'll find one.
Yeah, we will find one.
In our really good observations outside, did we see any type of cart situation?
There is definitely a cart, like a hand cart to be, because someone actually follows him around, and so they can put the money into the cart. You are going to have to stealth by where the guards are doing regular rounds because they go around the building. So.
Okay.
Got it. And you said there's 2 guards.
Inside the walls. Yep. There's only 1 now. Well, actually 3 guards if we count you, Conan.
Okay. So I kind of almost feel like we're going to have to do some leading. Maybe I can lead one over into an ambush.
Okay.
We could do that, yeah.
You lead them into an ambush, take them out one by one, and or I mean, we don't have to get bloody. We could just hide them and knock them out. But either way, do that to make our exits a lot easier.
Okay.
So maybe I call one in and say, "Hey, we need help with the meat for the new butcher."
Okay, so if you want to go through you keep going through the back, and there's like this is more of like an outdoor kitchen. The way this this building is set. And so what you're actually kind of noticing is they bring through the back gate most of his food brought from somewhere else, and then they just kind of heat up certain things. That's why it's an outdoor kitchen. You go there, and then the cart is right there. So how do you want to time this with the guard? Like, do you want him to be just kind of passing by, or do you want, because you can time it the way you want, and then I'll have you roll and see if it works out.
I think maybe him passing by the way, hey, can you give us a hand in here? We're trying to get the new meat loaded up with the new butcher.
Okay.
Need some help load it up there. And at this moment, I would think that Ragnar and Andros be waiting on the inside. So as soon as he comes through, we just like.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you can roll a persuasion. The difficulty of this is dropped. Number 1, because you're dressed like that. Number 2 is because you're already in the facility. So let's see. You have 1 momentum in the pool at the moment.
Okay, I'm gonna roll it.
It's
I don't
good.
know what's going on with my dice tonight. I'm rolling 1 dice. I wish I could take a picture of both of them. That is 2 1s.
Okay, well, he rolled a complication. He runs in to help you. He sets his spear down, like right where he sets his spear down on the ground. And he's like, oh, okay. He just runs in. Andros, how do you want this guy dispatched? Because I'm not even gonna have you. Don't have to roll.
So right as he goes through the doorway,
Yeah.
I would use the coral knife for his neck,
Yeah.
and Ragnar would use the axe in his belly.
Okay, so you don't want his armor for you guys to just kind of wear out of. Carry.
No.
Okay. All right, so that definitely happens, and it's a mess right in this doorway, and so you've got about like 3 minutes before the other guard would circle in the back.
Huh. I don't know. I guess rinse and repeat.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just move this. Don't mind us.
Okay.
Okay.
Ragnar takes the body and actually puts it in a precarious position with one of the statues, so it looks like it's being violated. And he just go.
Why would he not?
Ragnar.
It's
I'm
funny.
I'm thoroughly impressed. That man is a contortionist.
Well, I had to break the leg and the arm, but.
I mean, really, it looks good. It's better, actually.
You truly are an artist. You are a master at your craft. Do I need to roll again?
Yes, you do. You got to roll a persuasion.
Okay. That's 2.
2 successes.
Let me double check that number. Where are you? I was just looking at you. Yeah, that's 2.
Okay, this guy doesn't set his spear down, but he's darn close. He just kind of goes in and he's dispatched.
All right.
Nice.
Wow, this was much easier than I had anticipated when I was intimidated to hand them my gold. You know, I was just.
Yep.
I saw 4 people in armor, but 1-on-1. Oh yeah, I like these odds.
Yep. Okay, so.
Does this dude like live in the house?
What?
Does the guy, the tax collector, live in the house?
Yeah, he's upstairs.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
we'll just leave him. I was thinking,
Oh, yeah,
do we go in there? Do we just go in there and do our thing, or do we just leave him be?
No, he can live with it.
Okay, yeah, we'll let him live with what he did. All right.
I feel like us letting him live will be a far bigger punishment.
Do you want to do one of your traps, Andros, at the top of the stairs or something?
No, that's okay.
Oh, okay.
At least a pie in the face.
Oh.
I was,
All right, you know what?
I was
Yes.
thinking of one of the tripwire things.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a tripwire, and I'm gonna hook it up to that dude's head, and then it's gonna swing down like Home Alone, and it's gonna hit his head.
Okay. Roll me a survival to see how well that.
We're gonna call this the Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
Excuse me. 1 success.
Okay. You have a feeling like, okay, I've got it. So it's definitely gonna move and actuate. You may miss his head. You may hit him in the torso or something because you don't know its exact height. That's the issue that you're having. Or it could be really funny, hit him in the groin with a severed head. Just.
I mean,
yeah.
I want to take the other body, and I'm gonna like see if I can recreate Ragnar's work.
Okay. Without a head. Okay. Okay.
So
You definitely. This cart is pretty darn well overloaded. It's creaking like the wooden axle is because it's heaped, and Ragnar is like has all this stuff on him. He's like,
You don't think we could fit a little bit more on there? Yeah,
I
you're
just
right.
feel
You're
like
right.
all right, we need to take out this other guard, and I think we need to just kind of beeline it for the boat.
okay, because Ragnar's helmet actually has like 2 bags like hanging from each. Like just for.
This is awesome.
All right. What do y'all think? Do we dispatch the gate guard and just roll?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
if he
you
asks
don't work
any
all this
questions,
Yeah.
Okay.
no,
I think
you're right. We should just get rid of him because he's seen our faces.
Okay. Roll your persuasion to see if that goes over well.
Well, my thought was just to kind of see if I can get close and like, hey man, yeah, you know what's going on, and then like, throat stab.
Okay. Well, that would just be a melee. So if that's the way you want to do it.
That is definitely 2 successes. That's a 2 and an 8.
All right. Just roll your damage.
Roll my damage, and this is the coral knife. If I remember correctly, on here.
Yep.
That's 3d6.
Yep. 3d6 minimum, and if you have any bonuses.
I don't think I have any bonuses.
Okay.
Good lord. For real. 17.
What?
That was 2 6s and a 5.
2 6s and a 5. So that's a 6 and a 6. And that would be 6 damage for a dagger.
The dice is different. Lower is higher.
No, 5s and 6s mean 1 plus an effect.
Got it.
And I put that over here. Yes. Okay. Choo-choo. There's clubs and flails, daggers. 3 damage.
Yeah, daggers.
It's unforgiving. Yeah. You actually come beside him, and you're like, what's that? And you pull your dagger like rapidly, and you just go right into his neck.
Okay.
And it just starts, and you pull, and you just kind of let him. You sit him down next to the door, and he didn't even know something bad happened. You did so much damage. So
Wow.
yep.
It's okay.
All right, so you guys go back to the boat. Yeah. So you've got more money from one night than you did from the ghouls.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the question: do we go back and get the rest? Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy.
He's probably asleep.
You've got one night. You took all the counted stuff.
But there's uncounted. You're right. You're right. You're right. Don't be greedy because that's how people die.
What do you mean? Of course we'd be greedy.
Okay, let's get greedy. Let's go back.
Okay.
Just says this confidently being a pirate.
All right. So you did that. That was about 10 o'clock. It took you about an hour to get to the ship because you're trying to go do it sneakily. You drop it off. And you bring the cart back. Okay,
Yes.
so this is after this is around 2 o'clock in the morning, and you're back there. So you're just loading up again.
Yeah.
All right.
Are there any more guards? Do I need to roll an observation?
Yeah, roll an observation. See.
I'm gonna help you
That
out
is
with that.
8, please, because that is 8 success.
Okay, yeah. One success.
Okay. There's definitely no more guards, and no one's tripped your trap yet. Everyone, roll me a stealth, please, though.
All right.
I'll take 2 successes.
Okay.
One success.
Okay. You hear you're almost done, like packing everything up, and you hear like shuffling, and like, what's that? Oh! And someone's falling down the steps. Oh no! What happened? Oh, Gerald! What happened to you? No! Oh, and then you're hearing screaming. No, not that sculpture! Bartholomew, what are you doing?
Do we go gag him and blindfold him?
Why would you? All right.
I'll run over there. I have on the colors and stuff. You know, if I have a hood or anything like that, but I'll go see if I could blindfold him quick and gag him.
Okay, did you try to cover your face up, or you're just going straight on?
Yeah, I'm trying to cover my face up.
Okay, so let's see here. I need 2 successes with a melee, but if you get a third, you've got your face covered.
You could give him like a dread.
Yeah, can I give you some doom or dread?
Yep, you can give me a doom, so you can get 1 more dice.
Can I give you 2?
Sure. Yeah.
Woo! I got 3.
Awesome. You got your face covered. You've got him gagged, and he's tied up. And I'm just imagining you kind of put him in the statue areas, like by where he was like startled by Bartholomew and Gerald. And he's like, like, and there's like blood dripping on him.
Oh no. Conan, we gotta tell him who did this.
We got a what?
We gotta tell him who did this.
Okay, who did it?
But who? Conan, who are you?
Oh. Wait, I'm trying. I lost the Goblin King, the Sorcerer King. Don't mess with the Gold King.
Oh my gosh.
I wrote that down. Where did I write it? What am I? I swear I wrote it down.
You did.
Dang it. Ah. The Shadow King. The
Oh.
Shadow King.
The
Don't
Shadow
mess with
King.
the Shadow King.
And then you're the shadow in the night, Andros.
Yes.
Don't mess with the Shadow King. The Shadow King's knight. And then the Shadow King's Frankenstein or monster, whatever. Man, have fun with it.
He's like, Ragnar's just standing there, like, all covered with the stuff again. It's like,
and when I say it, I'm like I'm Christian Bale and Batman, and you're like, don't mess with the Shadow King.
okay.
Yes.
Roll a persuade. This is gonna be an attack.
Okay, persuade. I will just look this. Why don't I remember? That is 2 successes.
Awesome. He urinates himself. There's a big puddle. He's like,
He went pee.
That's how you pull off a heist. That's what I'm talking about.
That's but fist bump at everybody.
okay.
The statues.
Oh yeah, they're fully in positions of dabbing each other, tapping now.
All right. So you make it back to the boat. That's a lot of gold and silver.
Right on.
Yeah.
Did anybody see us coming with it?
Well, you can roll a stealth, and then you can roll an observation, or you can give a fortune to.
Think. I'm just trying to decide how safe it is to leave our boat while we go look for the axe, because that's a lot of money.
You could use the fortune as a story point. You could use the.
I mean, we.
Yeah.
I'll give a fortune. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can give that fortune. So what do you want to happen? Like, did you want the boat to actually go somewhere specific to drop off your gold, or did you want it to be sent back, or are you going directly to your location?
I mean, I'd be okay with sending it back. What you think, Andros? And we go do what we do.
Maybe. If the boat's not too weighed down, I would say we can just keep going to not waste time. In every port we stop at, we just grease a few palms.
Okay, I can roll with that.
Okay.
Go ahead and fund the trip.
Exactly.
All right. Well, just take your fortune back. You still have your 3 fortune if you guys are going to be doing that. That's all right.
I'm into it.
Okay, so you're going into different like thieves' dens and stuff like that. And Ragnar decides to gamble one of the times, and he actually wins.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yep.
go ahead, Ragnar.
Yep, and he wins like like 2 gold, so not a whole bunch, but he still wins. And the guy that lost is just staring him down though.
I wouldn't do that with Ragnar. Might lose those.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'll eat him.
So, are you going to take care of this guy for Ragnar, Coran? If that's what you want to do, or you're just going to let him kind of stink eye?
No, I'll take care of it. No, let's get weird.
Okay. So,
I figure I'm back in plate now.
okay. So you're kind of just staying back in the room, and you watch him follow. He's following at a distance Ragnar, trying to go where Ragnar's staying, and you guys are staying on the boat. So he's going where the boat's going.
No.
Okay. I'm definitely going to let him on the boat.
Oh.
Okay.
Now he's in my home.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So he.
what type of world is when I ask this? What type of world is this? Is this the kind that like this guy's going to come up on my boat and disappear, and people are going to be like, "What happened to Steve?"
It matters on the
I gotta
person.
kill a bug. I'm still listening, but I gotta kill a bug.
Okay. It just matters on the person.
Okay. Okay. You know what? I'll catch him if he's following Ragnar that way.
Yeah.
I'll the last shadowy area.
Yeah.
Before we get there, I think I'm gonna kind of drunkenly bump into him,
Okay.
and I think I want a coral dagger like prison shanking.
Okay. Roll me a
If that
melee.
makes sense.
Yeah. Roll me a melee.
Nice, dude. I went from bad to good. That is two successes.
Nice. Roll some damage.
2 4s and a 6.
2 4s and a 6. Okay, the 4s mean nothing, and so the 6. So you did 2 damage. He's still alive.
Dang.
Not for long.
So are you there too,
Okay.
Andros?
Yeah.
All right. Are you gonna? You just saw Coran come out of the shadows and just prison shank this guy, and this guy's like, "Whoa!" and starting to go for his weapon.
Oh yeah, prison shank him as well.
Oh gosh! You just stripped. All right, roll a melee.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's a single success.
All right, roll some damage.
All right. 3 of these.
Yep.
Um, 2 and a 1 is the ones that matter.
Okay, so you did 3. So this guy's done now. He's definitely dead.
Okay. So because I'm so protective of, especially Ragnar, I feel like Ragnar's our guy. Like he's a dealer of death, but in the same breath, he's like our teddy bear. He's like our guy. Like I'm not letting anybody like hurt my friend's feelings,
Okay.
type of thing. And I feel like Coran is one of those like can be very aloof, but at the same time very petty. And so as the guy starts to die, like you said, he's done. I'd like to kind of bend down, look him in the eyes, and let him know like I don't like when people stare at my friend like that. These are going to belong to me now. I'll eat them one here and start carving out his eyeballs.
As he's dying. Oh gosh. Oh.
And
Oh.
as
Oh.
he's dying.
Okay.
Just take that into the next life with you.
Okay. Yeah. He's. All right.
That took a weird turn. I apologize.
It's okay. And I'm just kind of imagining you take his the reddish raspberry jelly that's coming out of those, and then on the wall next to it, like courtesy of the Shadow King, maybe something like that.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Courtesy of the Shadow King. Obviously, if he has anything on him, we're taking it. And just because now, like, he left such an impression on me. Um, I'm gonna try and set him up in some type of artistic form.
Okay. So
You know, um, is there any statues, any trees nearby, or
roll an
I
observation.
want to be
Let's see.
next.
Let's see.
That is, I think, one success. Yeah, one success.
Okay. There's like a you passed by this statue of this guy. It's almost like he's like speaking to the moon. So he's like, it looks like he's holding.
I want to prop him up where he's kind of doing. I feel like this is the Bill and Ted.
Oh, okay, yeah,
And then
perfect.
they're doing that, and Curtis is the Shadow King.
Because
Don't
this
look at my friend's weird.
okay, because this guy doesn't have eyes. Okay, perfect. This is all right.
Be excellent to each other. All right.
All right. So that was the carousing phase. That's what you guys' dice rolls did. I'm just gonna say because of that, you just said the Shadow King. Conan, your renown is up another one just because you're. Yeah.
Where is that? I want to renown. Let me put another little tally mark.
Yep.
Okay, that's 2.
So you kind of hop like town to town, making it, and then you're remembering your vision that the shadow gave you, Coran, and you start going up a river towards Lake Zuad, and there's a bigger city called Shambhala.
Okay.
And you have a feeling that the tower was somewhere in that city. And so your bank boat is there. But what I'm gonna have you do, Andros, is you need to do some thievery rolls as you're all in these dives trying to find your boat.
All right, for sure. Okay. Dang it. Okay, no successes.
You have not. There hasn't been word of that ship, so.
Dang.
Yeah.
Their star's escaping me.
Yep. Let's see here. Okay, so you make it. You make it to that city. You make it to Shambhala. The Shadow King, the Shadow of the Night, and Ragnar. Is your guys' MO that you kind of search things out at night, or do you just kind of boisterously go out during the day?
I think right now it's been the night thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
If you guys could roll me, someone can roll me an observation to find this tower.
Sure.
Yeah. Two successes.
Cool. There is a strange rocky embankment that is on the northeastern side of the city, and there's this strange, slightly angular tower kind of jutting out from the side that you kind of see glimmer in the moonlight. and you point it out to Coran, and Coran's like, "That's it."
That's the spot.
All right.
I've seen that a couple times. It got real shadowy.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Is it nighttime?
At the moment, yeah.
Yep.
I guess let's go. Let's case the joint.
Okay.
All right.
With your little sippy
I say
cup
let's
there,
go.
geesh.
Go case it and what's that?
That is a little sippy cup you got there.
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geesh.
It's a gallon.
Ugh.
I'm trying to make sure in my effort to be healthier and lose weight and all that good stuff. I'm trying to drink one of those a day.
Huh.
Just stay hydrated with everything and getting some walking going, some good stuff.
Okay.
So, but yeah.
Okay,
So
so
I think go like case the joint and see if we can get some information.
okay.
Maybe tavern or something.
Okay.
Ooh.
So casing it out would probably be a good thievery roll. And casing it out as well could be a thievery for Andros, or you could use a society. So however you guys want to break that up. Because right now, necessarily for Kate, like searching it out, he's more the tip of the spear kind of guy.
Yeah. Go ahead, Andrews. I'm okay with your thievery, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like, I have faith in you.
Me too. I got faith. All right, we got 2 successes.
Okay. And that is for casing it out?
Yeah.
Okay. You stay at a distance and you're like, there's only one guy at the door. There's no walls.
Okay.
And the tower is really tall. And there's one window high up.
And there's no door.
There's a door at the bottom, but it's like pretty thick.
But it's just protected by one guy.
Yep.
That's ominous.
Yeah, so I relay that information.
And he was seated. So he's not like really guarding, he's just seated there. But seated, he looked close to the same height as the door.
Oh, that changes things. Unless it's just a really small door.
Just from where you were looking, he looked like.
This could be a really big guy, and this makes me wonder if there are. And this, I guess, is kind of me metagaming because you're doing your thing. I don't know if I'm there with you. But is he the only one? Like, are there more of him in the tower?
That's a good question, but there's only one window at the very top, and I definitely can't climb that.
And I don't think Ragnar's tossing me up there.
Not that far. But you can always get like a grappling hook and climbing gear if you wanted to do it that way.
Good.
Yeah. But here's the other thing. That's like way out in the open.
Yeah.
In the city, right? Because
Yeah.
we're climbing up the side. People are gonna. This isn't gonna go unnoticed.
Right.
Huh.
There are some well, Andros, you definitely know a lot of these items that are tools of the trade.
Yeah.
Let me
So,
list some of them out if I can find them. But you can continue.
okay. So I could either easily get us some equipment to go up in there, and we just do it by night, of course, or on a different night, we just go and try and take out this large man.
So if we're planning ahead,
Yeah.
there is always the possibility of using my other abilities
Yep.
All right.
and sending in, a front guard, an honor guard, so to say, for the Shadow King, and just letting them wreak havoc.
Mm-hmm.
And that would also give us the chance we do this from a distance,
Yep.
and that would give us a chance to send in and see any traps, anything like that going on, if there's any magical capabilities. Because I'm a little hesitant to roll up in this one simply because there's one guard who's sitting down as big as the door,
Yeah.
and there's nothing else.
I think that sounds like a great plan.
So, thief equipment that you know of, like first thing that kind of pops in your head, like we could get some pig spit if there's some tight spots. Difficult, like you pretty much grease yourself up to be able to slip into smaller areas, and it's difficult to grapple you. You can get a bunch of marbles, like a tripping hazard, tripwire. There's a smoke stick. You light it, so it's like a smoke bomb, but it's a stick.
Mm.
Observation test, difficulty raised by 2 steps. There's a Sutley bomb. It's a stun and blinding, so it's kind of like a flashbang. Then there's special weapons. There's like blowguns, boot blades, caltrops, clay pot grenades, needle rings, push daggers, thumb blades. Then there's some poisons that you're like, okay, we can maybe do. You're starting to list things off. There's a bile maker. It incapacitates the victim due to vomiting and dehydration. One
That's
dose
nasty.
does 2 damage per ingredient used. So this can be made, so you'd have to pay to make it. Otherwise, Conan could try to make it. Snake venom, of course, and then sun dust. It's a blurred vision, increases the difficulty of all tests. Then there's, of course, a garrote. So you could try, like, just listing out all the different weapons and things. You're just like, well, we could try doing it all totally thievery wise, and like not have our major weapons going in and stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm.
And this city does have a sewer system as well. You have noticed that.
Oh.
I think that's worth checking out for sure.
I think so, yeah. Checking it out, see if we can get up underneath.
Yeah, exactly.
Ocean's 11 and this stuff.
Okay. Roll a observation to actually see if you can find like an outlet specifically for this tower or something like that.
You want this one, Andrew, or you want me to do it?
Otherwise, it could be a
I can take
thievery. So, because of who he is.
Oh, jeez. I'm just gonna roll a different one.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 successes.
You find an outlet at the base of this rocky outcropping that is just kind of Mookie stinks are definitely pouring out of this thing way more than you think for like what can fit in that tower. And the opening is big enough that you guys could crawl in.
Okay. Even Ragnar? Wow.
Well, it's about 2. It's like an arc, and then it's flat on the bottom, so it's like a half of a circle with bars in the front, and the peak of that half circle is over 2.5 feet.
Okay. Well, I guess we're going in.
Sounds good to me.
So that's
See if
your
we can
that's
get to the base of the tower.
okay. So you're doing it tonight, or
Mm, what would be would I know what time it is?
you've been. You said you were looking at night, and you found it kind of earlier in the night. So it's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Because you gotta sneak around and then stuff like that.
Maybe we should call it a night, get some rest, and come back to this one fresh.
Okay.
And you haven't asked any questions in town at all either, too. Just as a reminder of that.
So I think call it a night on this one.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Unless anybody else has any other thoughts.
My only other thought is go to one of the seedier locations and be like, so what's the deal with the tower?
Okay.
Okay. We probably still do that at night.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
All right.
So you're going to a seedy location.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me to, it would be a society, but you would be like a thievery, as you're kind of like...
Yeah. 2 successes.
Okay. You actually buy a bunch of people, specific people that you're like, I can definitely tell this guy watches stuff that he probably shouldn't be watching. Like he's like a pickpocket or something. Buy them drinks, get them a little bit sloshed, like just enough to like, it's alcohol is the truth elixir that no one can turn down. So
That's fair.
So he's kind of slumped over and he's like, so that's Christ. That's the wizard's tower. And he what was the question?
What's the wizard's tower?
Oh, is the tower.
Yeah, what are they... Is the wizard there right now?
We haven't seen him.
Who's the big guy?
Oh, that's the night guard.
Oh, okay. There's no day guard.
Is he smaller?
Oh.
Is it dangerous to go near it?
The guard? Yeah, he hurts you.
Oh,
The tower.
What do you mean?
Is there any weird spells around it? Anything like that?
Maybe. No one's ever that's tried to go in has come out.
Okay.
how many people have tried to go in?
I haven't.
Thank you.
Do you know anything about the wizard?
He well, the tower kind of wasn't there and then was there the next day.
When did that happen? Oh, God.
That would be about 7 years ago.
Okay. All right.
Why does that feel familiar?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Okay. Alright. You've never seen the wizard?
Well, I don't. Oh, he looks out of his window sometimes. It's hard to see him because it's far up there, but he does have, I think, facial hair.
Good to
When
know.
does he? When does he look out the window?
What? When?
When does he look out the window? Yeah.
There was a eclipse, and I think. Hey, Toby, was that a full moon? Yeah, full moon. Eclipses, full moons, and what's that? And then from across the room, Toby just yells, "Festivals!"
All right. Well, when's your next festival?
Let's see. We've got Fish Fest. That's in a few months. It's a weird one. I don't know why we celebrate that one. People putting fish on hats. What kind of town does that? We do. The weirdies. It smells horrible. It's just like, how long are you gonna keep the fish on your head? I don't know. Maybe it rots off. Why would you do it? Because that's our tradition. Fish Fest. Woo!
It sounds riveting.
So, would Coran know when the next eclipse or full moon is?
You can roll me a. Let's go lore.
Or okay. That is 2 successes.
Okay. Well, are you wanting him to look out the window or not?
I'm just trying to get an idea of when just all the information we can get. Because if he is looking out the window, we don't want to be climbing a wall if we decide to go that route.
Oh, okay. You got about 5 nights before full moon.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if we want to go during night because the day guard is shorter.
Well, like I said, I've always got our other distraction. So it's always a possibility. But there's also always the possibility of an orgy of destruction.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, okay. None of this. 5 nights. Okay. Anybody else you want to talk to? Any other questions? Anything like that?
I'll ask about my boat if I haven't yet here.
All right, roll again.
All right. Single success.
The guy you were talking to passes out, and Toby kind of saunters over and grabs his mug. He didn't need it. It's got a big golden-ish char at the front.
Oh yeah. Can't miss it.
Well, you did. It went to the lake.
It's at the lake right now.
Unless it left when I was sleeping.
Is this the only place that the lake feeds out?
Yeah. We're on the big river from the lake.
Yeah. Good. Good to know. Good deal.
He's holding his hand out, expecting something. And Ragnar puts his mug in his hand.
There you go. Even more helpful than the other guy.
You're welcome.
So Thank you, Toby.
Good old Toby.
Good old Toby. All right, so we've got a tower to keep checking out, and we've got a lake to look at for your boat.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The lake's name, if you recall, is Zuad.
Zuad?
Yep, Zuad.
Okay. Note has been made. Anybody else want to talk to, or should we call it a night and get some rest before we hit the sewers?
Oh yeah, I'm all good.
Okay.
Okay. I think I am too.
Cool. Let's see here. So the following night, so you're gonna have Ragnar just kind of bend the bars. Is that your goal?
Either that or I can get some pig spit.
Okay. Well, you could fit through, and Coran could, and then you could probably fit your armor back through the hole, and you could bring your armor with you, Coran. But Ragnar's a little wide for pig spit to be working on those bars.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we'll probably have to get him to bend them.
Alright, we should just do that then.
Okay. I will roll for him to do that. Yeah, that definitely happens.
Right on.
Yep. Having that focus is nice. Yes.
Oh, sure.
Yes. Definitely. What he actually does is he grabs two of the bars in the center and he twists and he because they're put into the stone and you hear and then he kind of brings them down and out. He actually takes the bars out. And so you can put them back in.
Right on. Okay. All right.
Perfect.
So you are you're crawling in sewer.
I've been worse.
It's poopy. Got it.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's go in and see if we can. I guess we're seeing if we can find our way to the bottom of the tower.
All right.
Pretty much.
Let's see here. I guess roll a survival because you're trying to. Oh, did you bring a torch or anything? Because it's totally black in here. Or are you just kind of feeling your way?
No.
The torch, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about methane?
Oh, there's little spots every once in a while that the torch just kind of.
Okay. Just make sure I'm not gonna, blow ourselves up.
Yep. Go boom boom. Yeah.
I don't think so.
I mean, it would be a cool way to build up a methane bomb underneath the tower.
Yes, it would. It'd be very good.
We can do that afterward. And then with the rubble of the tower, write out Shadow King.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Shadow King says hello.
nice. I think we should actually start our next session right here.
Okay.
I think this is fun.
Yeah. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually stop the stream, and we can still chat a little bit, but yeah. See you guys next time.